Hello, my name is Martin Schrader and I will be giving you a presentation on nuclear waste management in the Russian Federation. You can note that there is a Rosatom logo on the first slide. It's due to the fact that it owns all the civil nuclear reactors in Russia, as well as all the nuclear icebreakers. I would like to give you a quick overview of the nuclear energy sector in Russia. There are currently 35 operational nuclear reactors, of which there are 11 RBMK reactors. It's a BWR, boiling water reactor, graphite moderated reactors designed in Soviet Union, 12 VVR 1000 reactors. It's a pressurized water reactor designed in Russia, 5-volt type VVR 440 reactors designed in Soviet Union, and the rest of them are small boiling water reactors, graphite moderated, and prototype reactors. As you can see, nuclear energy sector produces 21% of all the electrical energy in Russia, and that's equivalent to 202 terawatt-hour of energy. There are currently 6 nuclear reactors are undergoing the decommissioning, and as mentioned before, Rosatom owns and operates 6 civil nuclear icebreakers. I think it's important to mention the future of nuclear energy in Russia. There are currently 5 new nuclear reactors undergoing construction, 2 of which are planned to be commissioned by the end of this year. Furthermore, there are officially 18 planned reactors to be built by the end of 2035. Regarding the nuclear material usage and waste generation, Russia yearly consumes 3,800 tons of natural uranium. However, it's important to mention that 3,000 tons of those are mined inside Russia. There are 4 operational uranium enrichment facilities, 2 of which operates for Western world needs, and the rest are for Russian needs. There is 1 operational reprocessing plant at Mayak in Chelyabinsk, and the second one is under the construction. The total spent nuclear fuel generation in Russia is 880 tons of uranium, of spent nuclear fuel a year, Regarding the environmental issues, in the past it was very common in Russia to carry out deep well injection of LLW, ILW and HLW liquid waste. It's a process of dumping liquid waste into the deep well. However, one might argue that it's not safe to rely on the geology of surrounding the well, as liquid waste might get into the underground water and end up in lakes and rivers. Furthermore, previous waste management strategies led to serious accidents and disasters, which will be discussed on the next slide. There were 3 major accidents in Kishtim on a Mayak reprocessing plant. From 1948 to 1955, the Mayak plant, which was a plutonium extraction reprocessing plant for military use, they used to dump high-level waste into the river. In 1957, a chemical explosion happened due to the failure of cooling system in one of the high-level waste storage tanks, leading to a high release of high-level waste into the surrounding areas and into the same river. And 10 years later, during a storm, a high wind caused a dust storm, picking up all the contamination that settled on the bottom of the river, and the river dried out. So all the contamination from the dry bed of the river has been spread out across nearby regions. You can see from the diagram that the spread was well over 150 miles away from the source. Regarding the waste management strategies, Russian Federation uses internationally accepted waste management hierarchy to minimize and optimize their waste streams. It's also very important and very effective in regards to RBMK reactors decommissioning. Due to a single loop turbine hole as well as steam dryers being contaminated by the steam produced directly in the nuclear reactor, they did manage to successfully decontaminate and remove hotspots from the steel, and after the release by the regulators, it's been returned back to the market. However, there's no established nuclear graphite strategy in Russia, not only in Russia, all over the world, as apart from the disposal of nuclear graphite in the intermediate level waste disposal facility, there's no other strategy developed yet. However, it's a hot topic that's being discussed all over the world at the moment, and in the UK as well, due to the advanced gas cooled reactors, which is graphite moderated. The target is in Russia to achieve 100% closed fuel cycle by recycling all of it spent nuclear fuel. It can and will be achieved by the new mining and chemical combined in Zheleznogorsk, which is under the construction at the moment and is planned to be completed and commissioned by the end of 2025, and it will allow Russia to operate on a fully closed fuel cycle. Regarding the waste routes in Russia, there are currently 16 near-surface disposal facilities operating around Moscow. Those are for low-level and intermediate-level waste, solid waste disposals. However, Rosatom is currently constructing 4 large near-surface disposal facilities, which will provide more than 300,000 meters cubed of capacity for disposal, with the potential to increase the capacity. It's important to mention that they're being built and used simultaneously, similarly to LLWR in West Cumbria, when Vault 8 has been filled while Vault 9 was still under the construction. In a similar way, those disposal facilities are being used without being fully completed. Deep well injection is still an option in Russia. Even though it's not the environmentally best option, it's still allowed by regulators if the liquid waste will remain localized by the geology of the well, surrounding the well. Another way is plasma pyrolysis, which is a way of reducing and stabilizing the waste. It's a method of conventional burning of low-level and intermediate-level waste. They're meant to be solid and only solid. And then further burning it with plasma burner, vitrifying the waste, turning into more stable form, which occupies less volume. There are currently no permanent solution for high-level waste in Russia. They only use dry cask storage for spent nuclear fuel and other high-level wastes. However, the site for a geological disposal facility has been identified, and in August 2016 the green light has been given for the construction of GDF. It's planned that the facility will provide 4,500 meters cubed for Class 1 waste and up to 150,000 meters cubed for Class 2 nuclear waste. Partial completion or Phase 1 completion is expected by 2035. It implies that the waste will be retrievable if necessary, and it's not going to be a permanent solution just yet. Thank you for listening.